Hi everybody, Sanbanana. Welcome to Reality Buzz TV, where we talk about all things reality TV shows and all things reality TV show stars. Please do make sure that you are subscribed to this channel so that you don't miss out on all that has to do with reality TV shows. Listen, you guys, of course, we are still watching Uthando Zesthembu, but right after that, you guys, it looks like Izingane Zesthembu will be coming on, okay? And they're already getting us to talk about Izingane Zesthembu, okay? I know that it's not everybody that moves on to Izingane Zesthembu because some of the adults viewers are not about Izingane Zesthembu, but some of us move on to Izingane Zesthembu. I don't know how it's going to be. It's going to be a weird thing and it's assemble you guys and what they're going to be doing this season. I hope they're not going to be boring us because I hope they have a plan with these storylines because some of these cast members be just floating, best Robert Jenna with no storylines and just relying on being Mseleku kids, but no storylines, no activities, nothing. Okay. And some of them be working more than others, okay? And I hope that they won't be doing that this season because listen, this year I'm not reviewing no boring episodes, okay? If the show is boring, I come on here and I retire from the show, okay? People be telling you, okay? That's what I'm doing this year. If the show is boring, I'm not reviewing it. I ain't doing it. So listen, you guys, they did something funny because there are these pictures that they've posted of the cast, but I was like, why is nobody looking like any of the cast? It looks like they did these pictures that are generated by AI. I don't know if they did the photo shoots and then they took those pictures and converted them through AI, and then we got these pictures that don't look like the cast, or they were lazy to do the photo shoots and just did the AI thing. I suspect the latter is what is true because it does not look like the pictures don't look like the cast, okay? Listen, I don't know what the purpose was, honestly, you guys, but one thing that the pictures are doing is that it's getting everybody to talk about the show because people are like, but these are not looking like the cast, okay? And I guess it's doing what it's supposed to do because people are talking about the show. And you guys, all of the cast members, they put their name, obviously the picture that's generated by AI, which doesn't look like a cast member. And then they put a description. For an example, Abongwe Mseleku, they've said she's calm and focused and her picture doesn't look like her. And then it's below Mseleku, they say bold and joyful, okay? And then they've said Pumelele Mseleku, and then they didn't put a description. And then people were like, are you scared to say Stupetu? Because people be shady in the comment section. They're like, no, you can put Stupetu on. Abanye bathi, why? Put the lion, okay? Put the lion, put Tipubesi. And then Tirelo, they said quietly bold and unserious, okay? And then Ulwandle, they said reserved and protective, very protective. I think Ulwandle's description is the one that is the most accurate, okay? But obviously the AI picture thing does not look like him, okay? And then we've got the most shady AI picture is Sne. I think that they should have actually gone back and regenerated Sne's picture because it's the most shady one, okay? Because she looks like an old auntie. Okay. I was like, Mzansi Magic be shady. Because even the shoes, I'm like, these are the shoes that my mama be wearing to church, honey. Okay? Even me, I'm an auntie and a grandma, and I'm not wanting to wear these shoes yet. Okay? I don't go to this section yet. Okay? I'm not ready. I'm an auntie, but I'm not ready for these shoes yet. And I'm like, Zesthembu Magic be shady. I'm like, who approved these pictures? Who looked at this picture with this auntie dress and this auntie shoes and this auntie shoes and said, "This is Sne." And and then you're looking at Tirela laphana. Tirela looks like a nice CC. The dress is like, hip and happening. And then Umpilo laphana, the two piece is like hip and happening, and then Ulokuzana Usne laphana is like an auntie. Mzansi Magic be funny, okay? Mzansi Magic be very, very shady. I was laughing, you guys, because I'm like, out of everything, the shoes just killed me. The shoes with this dress, I was like, why did they make Usne the auntie in the group, okay? And then they said she is outspoken and funny. Okay, listen, you guys. They obviously wouldn't be able to do the show without Usne, and obviously without Mpumelelo, because obviously if Mpumelelo is not there, then Utirelo would not be there. And obviously, guys, it hurts me to say, but uAbongwe beno uAbongwe benolwandle are very boring on the show. It hurts me to say because I love them so much. I think they are really nice kids. I think they're very respectful, but they really are not reality TV people because they bring nothing, and my heart hurts as I say it, you guys. And I do hope that they have a better structure for this season, otherwise we are going to be bored, and the way that you are going to see if I'm bored, I'm just not going to be able to review the show if I'm bored this season. Last season, you guys, with Below, I think that honestly it felt like maybe they are trying to groom Below to do more of producing, and I think that it made sense because obviously she is Makumalo's daughter, and we know that Makumalo is involved behind the scenes, and it felt like Below was more involved in sort of like production, and she was the one that was organizing the events, the trips, the dinners, the whatever. And I don't know, you guys, I was feeling like she should get a check for production. In fact, I want to see her being, I want to see her name running in the credits, because I mean, Pumelelo is in the production team, and I wonder what he does. Okay, I wonder. So I feel like, why is Umpilo not in the credits? Because it felt like she is doing most of the work in terms of organizing. She might as well just do that behind the scenes and get the credits. Why is she not? So I wonder, you guys. But I do hope that the three of them, Mumpilo, no, Abongwe, no, Lwandle, are going to give us just a little bit more. I just don't want to have another season of just us watching Usne, Mpumelelo and the girlfriends thing, because then why do watch the show if we're going to get the same thing again? Listen, you guys, Vuyo's fans be killing me because they are in the comment section saying, where is Vuyo? What is Vuyo going to be doing on this show when she is no longer in the relationship with Pomelelo, and she took the kids away from the Mselekus? Because at least if she still had the kids, Mselegu, and she was keeping that relationship with Pomelelo and the family, then, so what is she going to be doing on this show? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Maybe she could visit like once, she could be a friend of the show like once, but even that, it just wouldn't really make sense. So some of them are in the comments like, why is Vuyo not there? Like, what is she going to do? She's no longer in the relationship with Mpumelelo, so what is she going to be doing on the show? Okay, she escaped the situationship, so she saved herself. What is she going to be doing on this show? Anyway, you guys, listen. I don't want to say that the show is going to be boring, but there are no indications that this show is going to be this season is going to be exciting. Okay? But I don't want to say that it's going to be boring. But I see nothing that indicates that it's going to be exciting. But I'm going to give this show a chance because that is what I do with these shows. I always give a season a chance. and until I'm disappointed. And a lot of the shows have been disappointing me this this year. But it's always after I give it a chance. So even with this one, I'm going to give it a chance, even though I'm like, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video. I still say that they should consider including kids that are not necessarily the Mselekus, who have some relation to the Mselekus, because at some point the Mseleku kids just alone will bore us. I think they should consider including the cousins. I think they should consider including the step kids like Osimpiwe, you know. I think they should consider including Olungelo, which maybe Olungelo might not want to do it. But there are kids that are close to the family that they should consider including on the show. I think that is going to make the show interesting. Okay, Omngobi, for an example, you know, if the check is good, they might want to do it, because the Mseleku kids alone, the show might not be exciting for us. Okay, so just consider including other people on this show. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video. Tell me what you think about these pictures. But how shady is Sne's picture? Why is Sne an auntie? Mzansi magic, shame. I give up. I give up. Okay, the shade is too much. The shade is too much. Yeah,